It's getting very strange out there. One of the questions I get probably every time I do a talk on psychics, which is at least once a month, I somebody has to ask me about AI and how that's impacting the mediums, the world of mediumship. And my answer at the beginning was no, there's no contact, there's nothing, there's no relationship between it. And now I'm starting to change my opinion as I'm seeing more and more happening with AI. I'm going to show you a brief clip. And my friend Derek sent this to me, and I hadn't seen this yet. And it is Charlie Kirk voice speaking at a church. And this is just bizarre. Okay. So let me share it with you. So this is from the channel CAHDORIA. I don't know anything about this person, but it's the clip that I think that's interesting here.
From the words of Charlie Kirk, I was so moved just to hear it between services. You're hearing something the first service didn't.
First, I want you to know I'm fine, not because my body is fine, but because my soul is secure in Christ. Death is not the end. It's a promotion. Don't waste 1 second mourning me. Double down on truth. Double down on courage. Double down on your faith and on your families. That is how you honor me. So dry your tears, pick up your cross, and get back in the fight. Do it with joy. Do it with strength. And never ever let evil think it won.
And if this doesn't scare you, I am here to tell you it totally should. Because
isn't that wild? So I have seen recently that more and more of this AI from the dead. Now that is just the beginning, because every time we speak, like I'm doing right now, and there's audio that you can draw from, you can create AI to say anything you want based on me speaking right now. It's bizarre. Any public figure or anyone that there is a lot of video or audio content out there somewhere where somebody could get a hold of it. Wow. So what this woman was really concerned about churches and how the churches may be using this, like Charlie Kirk or whatever. I mean, that sounded real. That was his voice. They just typed in, I want Charlie Kirk to say this thing, and AI put it together probably in minutes, if not even seconds. So I remember maybe, a few months ago, there was a man who had died, who had been murdered. And his family created not only the voice, but the video of the dead man talking. He was speaking, and he is saying about his death, and that I can't remember if they were trying to find. Oh, I know what it was. It was at a trial. That's where it was. So this man's dead. The person who killed him was on trial and been found guilty. So in the victim impact statement, the sister used AI to create the victim, the dead man, talking about his what he wanted, not how he was doing on the other side, but I think he was against executing his killer. He was not a person who would have done that. And I think he says that. I think he says, like, I would have wanted forgiveness. And he does say, I am an AI generated version of the victim's name. But it was wild. You're looking at him on a video, and it looks really good, and it sounds really good. And I assume it probably sounded and looked just like him to the family that was there. Oh, it's really strange. And we're seeing more and more AI quickly get great. When we first started seeing it, maybe not even a year ago, you would see a sixth finger on a lot of people's hands because the AI was not doing so well. So we thought, okay, we got this. We can tell AI from real photos and videos because they have a sixth finger. No, that's all cleaned up now. So as I'm getting this question more often about AI and mediumship, I'm thinking more about it that it's going to run a lot of mediums out of business because it's easy, it's mostly free, and you can have real conversations with people that feel like you're having a conversation with somebody. You can right now go onto a chat GPT or zillions of others apparently of these AI features and have a conversation that feels like you're really having a conversation with someone. And I don't see why we wouldn't be able to alter that to be having a conversation with somebody you know and love and miss. And as we're creating more and more content about those loved ones in our life, we're able to see them. I mean, I have a bunch of videos of Mark Edward, my partner, and it's very hard for me to watch them without crying, but they're there. And in time, I'm going to be able to sit and listen to them. But if I wanted to, I could feed those into whatever AI there is, and I could have him have a conversation with me. Oh, that would be so strange. That would be. I don't think I could do it, but some people they would do that, and I could see them getting to a point where they know intuitively they're speaking to artificial intelligence. But my gosh, when you're in grief, I could see how that would be very satisfying to some people. Yeah. So mediums have not been embracing AI, as far as I know. I have not seen any psychics or mediums embracing it, but I can see a time in a very short time from now that this is going to be serious competition for mediumship because they're going to be your dear departed loved ones are going to be speaking in their real voice without having to go through a medium, which is what a medium is. And they're just talking to you directly at any moment. You don't have to get an appointment, no wait list, nothing. You'll be able to have easily the conversations that you are currently having with a medium. Your mediums aren't going to be able to tell you what the password is to Netflix or where to find the remote control or where you hid the key to the safe deposit box. Mediums now can't tell you that. So those aren't going to be the kind of questions you're going to be able to have with your dead loved one. Yeah. So I'm calling it, you guys. I am calling it right here. This is October 9th, 2025. I always have to look at the date. I have no idea what date it is until I look. October 9th, 2025. Susan Kerpick right now is calling it. AI is going to really give mediumship and psychics the run for their money because it's going to be so much easier to go right to your conversations with your dead loved one visually and audio. I mean, within probably by 2028. I'm telling you, this is going to get really interesting. And I think genetic genealogy and all that kind of stuff, especially with, I mean, I don't have much of a voice. I have a very small channel. I have you guys, which is great, but my voice isn't out there like all over the place. If people were to finally start picking up on what I keep saying, which is no psychic medium, none of them should be in business at all because genetic genealogy and that kind of ilk are coming in. Forensic anthropology is coming in and doing the things that psychic mediums should have done. And since and we should be finally just saying, you're out of a job. You've had, 100 years to get this, to get these cold cases taken care of, to solve crimes, find missing people, and you're not doing it. And these junk TV shows that you throw out there that are just silly, where we wander around a house and you point to something and the medium says, I think that's where the killer was standing at one point. I mean, how is that identifying the killer? Right? He was standing in that corner watching the victim. That's helpful? Not helpful. So I think we need to get past those stupid kinds of shows that the media thinks are relevant or something. And of course, they never solve it at the end because they said the police won't listen to us. You know, no kidding. You're not giving any information. I think the killer's name starts with a J. I don't know if it's first name or his last name, but there's a J. Maybe it's his middle name. Oh my gosh, you guys. So, yeah. Okay, I'm calling it. Thanks for watching. Comments below.